Hello everybody, welcome back to another LEGO City update. Jordan here. This is our largest rectangular LEGO City that we have ever had, and I'm so excited to get started with the new layout. Now, we added some new table inserts, which unlock the ability for us to put 49 more base plates in the LEGO City, which is massive. And with that comes a new layout. I know we have lots of stuff to do right now. We've got lots of projects that we were working on prior to making these changes, but I'm not going to be spending weeks on this. I'm going to be spending a matter of days. I am absolutely determined to work day and night to get the new layout the way that we want it so that we can continue working on the projects that we had going before we inserted these new awesome additions to our tables. So the first thing that we're going to be doing today is working on the train system. So why don't we get started with that? So our train is going to go zooming around the amusement park. It's going to pop out right here, come right in front of Pop Culture Street, fly by Spider-Man, then curve right here, have a train station at the beach, and then zoom right by here and go back into the tunnel and toward the amusement park. I think that's the best layout for the train. Could change, who knows? There's a bunch of tidying up that we have to do in regards to the track. Now I've got to think about what we're going to do with our beach. Honestly, I think I'm just going to slide the beach over and it's going to merge up with the boatyard. Not sure how I feel about that, but at least there would be the old fishing store that would sort of separate the two. Maybe we can create some sort of, natural division wall similar to what we had in our old layout. So I'm going to go ahead and move that now, I think. So I really don't think that this is too bad. I like having all the water together. Might need some sort of division wall like I was saying earlier. Don't really want my swimmers near the boatyard, but hey, all the water's together and that beach is still looking pretty good. This is going to be a little bit more challenging to move because this was literally built around that pillar. So that'll be somewhat disheartening to move because it was a lot of work to build. It wouldn't take long to move, actually. It'd just take longer to put back together because moving it is just ripping it apart, which is easy peasy. Everything is really easy to move because, well, except for that, but everything else has been really easy to move because it's mills plated, so everything has just been a pleasure to move. This slid over in like a couple minutes. Now I need to think about downtown. Is downtown, like all the modular buildings, are those going to come over here? Could very well do that. We could put a row of modulars back here and have this road connect and go around, boop, and then connect back over there and have modulars there. We could also do that over here. We could have this come back this way and go around and put modulars back here as well so you can actually see them. And then this whole big downtown area over here would look pretty good. I'm not sure if we're going to keep residential area there or not. Once again, I can't stress enough, like these modular buildings, just so easy to move because they're on mills plates. So nothing's locked in spot. Like it's just move, push this whole street over in literally like 30 seconds. Pretty crazy, man. This is the beauty of mills, I tell you. Just a lot of fun to just move things around. And that's part of the reason why I'm so psyched on these LEGO City changes is because I love just like playing Jenga with my LEGO City. It's just a lot of fun. Did I say Jenga? More like Tetris, not Jenga. I'm not trying to make my LEGO City crash to the ground. Tetris, that's the game. Continuing to move things around here in the LEGO City. And I've brought a whole bunch of modular buildings right over here on the backside of Pop Culture Street. So like the old layout, you would see the backside of the university and the Dinos exhibition and stuff like that. And I've put these modular buildings spanning across right there. And then I've put a road turning there, and I'm planning on putting some more modular buildings right here just across from the beach. I think that would look pretty good. One big question mark for me is still this train track. I'm not sure if I like this S curve here. It just consumes a lot of space. And I have to do it because of this pillar. I might revert it back to how it was because it used to turn here and then turn there, and it just sort of bridged across the far side all the way over there and then went over there. But I just don't see why we wouldn't have the train come in front of all of this goodness, you know what I mean? And come service, where people would want to go, to the other modular buildings and to the beach and stuff like that. I just think it makes sense, but that pillar is really being a pain in my side. What I could do is move that tunnel entrance, because that's just like a module. There's 2 base plates. Oops, sorry. I could just move it over, and then we could have this train maybe go like straight through here and have that tunnel entrance like where that house is. I don't know. And we could like build it into the road or something, you know, like how we've done it. They're sort of destroyed now, but we did it with railroad crossings and stuff like that. We could build it right into the Mills Road. Don't know if my wife is going to let this slide. I'll have to ask her. Well, we could have it just go around the pillar. Maybe we'll just have it so this can be disconnected at any time and put away if we're bringing something big through here or need to make space. And then it would go straight all the way down through those backyards where we have a half base plate opened up there, and then go right to that tunnel entrance right there, or some sort of new tunnel entrance that we would create. That might be pretty cool. Also, did you see the new position of all of the residential buildings? Sort of playing around with that. You'll probably also notice there's a bunch of the old road plates there. That's because we replaced all of the half base plate roads. That's all these guys on my desk right over here. Not a huge fan of the way that those looked, so we're going to be getting rid of those for sure. Luckily, we can use all of these road plates to create our standard Mills roads that look just like that there, and then we can finish this all up nicely as well. But I think we're also going to have some new space when we come up with the new position of Ninjago. Ninjago City's new position is going to look sort of funny, but we put it right up top there. I think that looks pretty good because they're really tall and the platform just adds more to that height. So this all looks pretty strange here now. We need to redo some of these panels just so they make sense. I've just sort of shifted them around just so we can make that train track over there. You see what I did with the train track now? Yeah, so now it goes straight through there and reconnects to the tunnel right there. Now the Ninjago stuff's going to be up top here, so I'm thinking of doing water plates up top, and we would just sort of border those off similar to how we bordered our road plates up top there, and we create some sort of water reservoir up top here for the Ninjago buildings. I think that looks really good because you've got Ninjago now up sort of the same height as the temple. We have one other Ninjago building which is right over here, and that potentially could move up here as well. Now, we've obviously been moving a bunch of modular buildings off of the platform, so that's why I figured we put Ninjago up top there, because I didn't want to start putting residential buildings up top on the platform. I thought that would look sort of weird. So I've put some residential buildings down here, school right there, some modular buildings and stuff like that. The Simpsons house right here, which is 4 base plates, and then we've got some 4 base plate quadrants back here for the McAllister's house and also the burrow. I thought the burrow would look good by the campground because really you wouldn't have the burrow, you know, by the other residential buildings. That didn't really make a whole lot of sense with the old layout. So this is sort of what I've got going on right now, and this is of course the access hole by the farm and campground, boatyard and stuff. And you can see some things have already moved around. For example, the Quickie Mart used to be there where the Simpsons house is. Still not sure about this train track, if it's going to go around the pillar like we just had it, or if it's going to sort of scoot through here and connect to that. We could do that as well. I don't really mind it coming out there, but Jose wasn't a huge fan of that. So we do have a bunch of space right here available for the taking. I'm thinking of putting some modular buildings stretching all the way along there. I don't really know, you know, you could put modular building, modular building, modular building, modular building. That might look pretty good. Then another modular building right there. We are left with like this awkward space right here, which is 1 base plate. I don't know what we're going to do with that. That's quite a bit of space there. There's also a whole row of base plates along here as well. I don't know. I don't know what we're going to do with that either, right? So we've got a lot of thinking that we've got to do here. And I won't lie, it is taking or going to take longer than I originally anticipated. I thought I was just going to be able to shift things around and be like, haha, there you go, it's done. But now we have to create like something like 24 roads or something like that to fix all these roads. And we've got to do, you know, just some soul searching here and some moving around and adjustments to get our finalized layout. But I think it looks pretty good. You know, we've got our water together. We've got our residential area sort of starting back there and making its way over here. I isolated the haunted house stuff over here by the shipping yard. Ninjago, I don't mind up there. We're going to have to re-render some of those platform coverings. I really like the modular buildings over here. I think this looks really good. And we actually have so many more modular buildings on the way, and that's what sparked us wanting to make these changes, right? We've got a rebrickable model of the Friends, I forget what it is. There's like some Friends rebrickable model of a modular building. We've got the bowling alley coming, the Venetian houses coming. There's one other rebrickable model that we're looking to do, and there's some other stuff as well. So we've got a whole bunch of stuff on the way. The next thing that I have to do is going to be in another video. It's going to be a very tedious process, but I'm going to sort of walk you through it and talk about it as we go about doing it, and that is dealing with the roads. I can't stand to look at these old school road plates mixed in here, and also the roads are sort of the foundation that hold the Lego city in place. They sort of like create the grid, if you will. So that's going to be the next thing that we work on. It's been quite the day here today getting all of this done. I think it's a good day one. I can't wait to continue with these changes. Should take, I don't know, I'm sort of shooting for like a week, I guess. You know, I thought it was going to be like a couple days, but I think this is going to be a week of effort to try and get it all perfect. Base plates all laid out. You know, pretty much the roads built. I might not have enough parts to do that. But a basic layout so that we can continue progressing with some of the stuff that we were working on prior to making these huge changes. That should take about a week or so. But of course, stay tuned because you just never know what's going to happen down here in the Lego room, and that's the cool thing about it. Everybody, thank you so much for popping on by. Remember, like, subscribe, and stay tuned. Farewell.